I do have to say more about this and Shein as well. Like, there's so many things that one video cannot possibly cover everything, but this is exactly what we talked about with the subcontractors being used. So it's really hard to trace what is happening in those work environments. Children working at home were embroidering dresses and other items sold in the fashion's chains, 170 stores. The revelations were highly embarrassing for a company that has always claimed it is possible to sell t-shirts for as little as £2 without compromising its ethics. The company were alerted to the use of child labor in southern India by a BBC Panorama investigation for a program to be screened on Monday. Back in the day, you can probably go and watch this documentary if you search up child labor, primark, BBC Panorama or something. You can probably find it on YouTube, I bet. The documentary shows children like 11-year-old Mantish being paid just 60p a day by factory bosses to work in a refugee camp. Mantish had fled from Sri Lanka with her aunt, and program makers found her waist deep in Primark clothes, their labels giving away their destination, the UK and Ireland. I go to a house in the camp every day, says Mantish. Sometimes we get major orders in and we have to work double quick. I get paid a few rupees for finishing each garment, but in a good day I can make 40 rupees, which equals about 60p. The beads we sew are very small, and when we work late at night we have to work by candle. The electricity in the camp is poor. So, to do this documentary, the BBC Panorama team carried out a 6-month undercover investigation at one of Primark's major suppliers called Fab and Fabric. They discovered that the Indian company were subtracting middlemen who employed children at Bhavanisagar refugee camp. I probably didn't say it right, but they were employing children at a refugee camp. A Primark spokesman said Primark is an ethical organization and takes its responsibilities seriously. It's an absolute outrage for anyone to suggest otherwise. The BBC came to us with very serious allegations about the conduct of a small number of factories, which we investigated thoroughly. What we found left us with no option but to drop those factories. So this is similar to every single claim that they respond to. The PR team, whoever's responding to these, are responding with the same things where they care about this. They will start working with these suppliers and factories and what have you. The same answer goes to all of the things. It's kind of like a rehearsed answer. In June of 2008, The Guardian published an article where they talked about the protest that was happening about this. Pressure on Indian suppliers to deliver fast fashion at rock bottom prices has made sweatshop labor inevitable, said Simon McRae at War on Want. Again and again, scandals exposing UK retailers exploiting garment workers underline that the public cannot trust stores to police themselves. It is high time the British government introduced regulation to stop this shameful abuse. Primark announced last week that it has sacked 3 of its clothing suppliers in India after being told that the program had evidence it was subcontracting to child workers. Like I said, they always say that they stop working with them, and I hope they do. I hope they mean it. George Weston, CEO of Associated British Foods, which owns Primark, again, like, why does a food company own Primark, said the company's Indian contractors were guilty of wholesale deception. He said he would cancel millions of pounds worth of orders. So we're jumping numerous years ahead to 2014, June of 2014, and to a BBC article, and this has to do with a cry for help note found in a pair of jeans. This is very similar says that a shopper has claimed she found a cry for help note hidden inside a pair of trousers, alleging slave labor conditions in a Chinese prison. The note was wrapped in a prison identity card, which you can see if you look at the article. It shows the inmate's face and everything, so I don't know how she would have been able to fake that, and the note was written in Chinese, so I don't know how she would have done that. But Karen Wyszynska said she bought the trousers in Primark's Belfast store in June of 2011, but had never worn them. She discovered the note just last week. A Primark spokesperson said the firm has begun an immediate investigation. Again, the same answers, but I hope that they do this as they say. I would like to be positive. Apparently, Wyszynska bought the trousers during a shopping trip to Belfast 3 years ago, but had never worn them because when she took them home, she found the zip was broken. She was packing clothes for a holiday she was going to, so she was going through her wardrobe and basically discovered the note in the jean pocket. She said that she knew it was some sort of plea for help because the letters SOS were written across the top, but she could not understand the rest of the writing, so she posted the images to Facebook, and then she received a couple of translations through that, and she was in shock and felt sick after learning what it actually meant, and contacted the human rights campaigners at Amnesty International. Someone said that it's very difficult to know whether it's genuine, but the fear has to be that this is just the tip of the iceberg. The note translated into English reads, SOS, SOS, SOS. We are prisoners at Jiangnan jail in Hubei, China. For a long time we have been producing clothing for export. We work for 15 hours each day. What we eat is even worse than food for pigs and dogs. The work we do is similar to the hard work that oxen and horses do. We urge the international community to denounce China for this inhumane act, the note said. A Primark spokesperson said that they started the investigation and contacted Ms. Wyszynska, and they also said that these 3/4 crop trousers were last ordered by Primark in early 2009 and were last sold in Northern Ireland in October of 2009. We find it very strange that this has come to light so recently, given that the trousers were on sale 4 years ago. We will be contacting the customer to obtain the trousers so we can investigate how this occurred and whether there are issues which need to be looked into. 9 inspections of the supplier have been carried out by Primark's ethical standards team since 2009. To be clear, no present or forced labor of any kind was found during these inspections. By the way, in the Rana Plaza garment factory that had collapsed in Bangladesh, Primark did source clothes from that factory, and 1,100 people were killed and 2,500 people were injured in this incident. Primark has paid over $12 million in aid and compensation to support the victims of the Rana Plaza disaster. I hope that see, this isn't the sleepwear section, so they have a bunch of PJs, a tracksuit, some underwear options, even some socks. Here you can see t-shirts, the tracksuit on the mannequins. The tracksuit was really soft. It comes with either shorts or trousers, and this is like a cow milk, soy milk, oat milk PJ top, and I think I showed the price, it's £11, so it's a set that comes with shorts that just says Barbie all over it, and they even have one of those blanket tops that you can wear for £19. It was really soft, but I don't really like these that much because they're way too hot, even in the winter. I'd just rather get a blanket, to be honest. But I loved this one. I love this one so much. I really want one, actually. The pink and white checker was so cute, and it had a sparkly pink B for Barbie. And I tried to focus on the little tag. It says Barbie the movie, and from Mattel. And it had some strange saying manufactured by BioWorld, so we have to look into that. But yeah, you can see the little sparkly bee for Barbie. And going over, there's the matching trousers for the top. Again, it says Barbie, and it has a cute ribbon, drawstring. There was a hanger loose, just like somebody took the pants but left the hanger, and it was £14 for the bottoms. And they had Barbie crew socks. They looked pretty good, and t-shirt dresses to sleep in, but these, I did not like the design whatsoever. Like, they could have done anything under the sun, and they choose to do that. I don't know. And it is £11. Excuse my hideous nails, I'm trying to fix them. These are the tracksuits that are supposed to be kind of like velvety, and this is the underwear set, lounge set with sparkly diamonds. This was so cute. This has nothing to do with Barbie. I just thought that the set was so adorable. £9, I think, for the two shorts and top, and it is like Bambi and his cute little bunny friends. I thought the print was adorable. I was really tempted. I love the shorts. There was some other things like these Jungle Book t-shirt and other Disney paraphernalia. They love collabing with Disney. As you can see, all the different prints. I thought that it was really strange that Eeyore had one white and one blue eye. There was a little purple corset top, a Garfield t-shirt, and I thought I showed you basically everything that I thought was interesting. I like the Garfield set, and there had some silky, fake, like satin pajamas with the flower prints, the hideous butterfly print. I thought it was quite ugly, I'm not gonna lie, and this pink and red zebra situation. This is like the reduction section that they have. And they had the ugliest prints there, obviously, that nobody wanted, like this one. It's just flowers, and this one's like a leopard print on red and other pajamas and stuff. You can see, and here you see other Barbie stuff. They had a bunch of random stuff, and my favorite was this fluffy bag, this makeup bag. I really wanted this one. I don't know, should I get it? It's so cute, and it had like crinkly stuff in it, which was so satisfying.